أول الذكر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن عليًا ولي الله. أشهد أن أمير المؤمنين وأولاده المعصومين بالحق حجج الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. نحمده ونسبحه ونقدسه على آلائه ونعمائه ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له إلها واحدا أحدا فردا صمدا قيوما ونشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله اللهم صل وسلم وبارك وترحم على محمد وآل محمد كأفضل ما صليت وسلمت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد وصل اللهم وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين والأوصياء والصديقين وعترة نبيك الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه المنتجبين ومن تبعهم بإحسان وإيمان إلى يوم الدين عباد الله أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله ولزوم أمره أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه وأدخلني برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين. We are honored to be joined today by Pastor Sarah Halverson Kono. She's an old friend of our community. She's a pastor at Fairview Community Church in Costa Mesa, and also she's the co-president of the Interfaith Council in Newport Beach, Costa Mesa and Irvine. She's joining us. She brought the flowers. Where are the flowers? Beautiful, fresh flowers. She's a mother of two wonderful children and very active. Yeah, they have a lot of energy. And she always stands with us. I had the honor of knowing her since 9/11, 2001. And she came here to make a statement, to say that we are all together, standing together in this tragedy that we face, and we faced in New Zealand, in this massacre that took the lives of over 50 innocent men and young ones from the Muslim community there. We stand together in solidarity to declare with the loudest voice that we are against hate, we are against racism, we are against prejudice, we are against those who carry the weapon to murder others simply because they don't share the color with them. They don't share the culture with them. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you for being with us always. God bless you. And please convey our regards and our thanks to your community, your beautiful Christian church members. I mentioned last week that the ways of making our communities and our families, specifically our families, prosperous, thriving, and also safe. Many people ask, how can I protect my children? How can I save my children moral condition, moral status? What do we do? I mentioned two elements last week, and I will add another two elements this week, God willing. The two things that I mentioned last week is that we have to foster friendship with our children. Our children are not just sons and daughters. They are our friends, our true friends, real friends, not artificial friends. Therefore, we should have transparency with our children, openness. They should have the guts to come forward and open up to us and share their sentiments, their problems, their challenges, their sufferings, their happiness with us before they go to someone else, an outsider. They should be able to come to their mothers and fathers. So, yes, we have to maintain respect and dignity Definitely, children have to respect their parents. But at the same time, they should also be able to be their friends. They can sit with them, talk to them, share whatever they go through with their parents. So this is number one. Number two, that maintains a good and healthy family is to induce our children with self-confidence. Many of the young generation nowadays, when they live in a materialistic society, the first casualty of that materialistic society is to lose self-confidence, is to lose self-worth and self-esteem, because they're going to measure everything with materialism. Every success they see, they measure it with materialism. So if there is some strives in the field of materialism, then they consider themselves to be successful. They don't know that life is not only materialism. Life is also morality. Life is also spirituality. Life is also when you help someone, when you guide someone, when you smile to someone, when you try to salvage someone who's confused, when you bring happiness to a heart which is mourning, a heart which is suffering. This is also part of success in this life. So we have to induce them with self-confidence all the time, encouragement, empowerment. Don't put your children down. Even if they make a mistake, don't put them down. Don't be harsh with them. Be careful about the language we use with our children. It should not be a negative language. Nasiha, advice, could be done, could be performed, but in a good language, in an encouraging language, in a positive language, not negative language. In some cultures, parents hardly call their children with their names. I know that. I was raised in such cultures. They use the name of animals. Either donkeys. Donkey is very popular in the Arab culture. Cow is popular in another culture, you know. They don't call them by their names. This is not good. This is not good. This destroys anything left of their spirit. It will destroy their spirit. This is discouragement. This is demeaning. We should always encourage our children. We are the builders of their characters. We are the builders and the designers of their personalities. So that was number two. Number three is that we, the parents, fathers and the mothers, we have to be role models, find examples for our children. I would not allow a teacher or a coach to be the role model for my son and my daughter. My job is not to be just a breadwinner, just to bring food. I have to bring morality, ethics into my family, into my culture, into my home too. I have to teach them the manners. Today, when you find some of the children are well-mannered and you investigate about that, you find that he has a good mother. The mother raised him very well because he uses healthy language, safe language, not full language because of his mother. On the other hand, when there is a full language with someone, again, when you investigate, you find he learned that from his father, his mother, his older brother at home, his cousin. We have to be role model, to encourage our children, to follow our steps, our examples. We are examples, we are role models, we are leaders in the family. Every mother is a leader, every father is a leader in his family. So when they learn chastity, when they learn discipline, when they learn to be on time, when they learn to be clean, when they respect time, when they respect their neighbors, when they respect the right of others, they learn all these qualities not from television, not from the movie theater, not from the games that they play. They learn them from their parents. Always remember, always, oh fathers and mothers, when you wake up in the morning, say to yourself, first thing say to yourself, I'm a role model. I have a responsibility. I have 2 kids, 3, 4, 5, 7. I'm responsible not just to feed them, but also to teach them, to inspire them, to encourage them, to make them the best citizens in our community. That was number 3. And number 4, my friends, I hear many mothers and fathers, they complain about their children. Their children are late, they don't do homework, they don't like to go to the mosque, they don't adhere to their religious values and principles and duties. But my friends, we have to be patient, and we have to teach them to continue this journey. Some parents, they say, I spoke to my daughter. How many times you spoke? 1 time? It's not enough. You need to speak every day. Don't give up on your children. Every day, remind them. Every day. Consistency and persistency is important. And be patient. God says to Abraham in our book, in the Holy Quran, وَأْمُرْ أَهْلَكَ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَاصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا. I want you to enjoin your family to connect with me, but also be patient with them, because some of them are going to reject. Some of them are going to be reluctant. Some of them are going to be rebellious. وَاصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا. Be patient. Persevere in this path. When you invite people to do goodness, you have to persevere. If you don't have perseverance, then you lose the cause. Then you can't achieve anything. A teacher, a mentor, a leader, a father, a mother should have perseverance, sabr, patience, endurance, tolerance. وَاصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا. Because your children are not going to listen to you from the first time. If you think that you're going to transform people from first time, you are wrong. Persistency. If you want them to learn to pray, you can't begin that at the age of 15 and 16. That is too late. Teaching our children should be at this age. How old are you? 7 years old. See, he came with his dad. Can you stand today? I love you. He's 7 years old. He would learn when his father brings him. By the way, this family, I know this family. His mother is an American convert. Before she married his father, she emailed me 15 years ago. Yes? She said, we're going to get married because both of them were students at law school in Boston. And we are thinking of moving to a community where they have good mosque to raise our children. Can you imagine? Before they got married, they were thinking of raising good children. This is how the journey begins. Before you get married, you think of a first safe environment, safe school, safe community, safe mosque, healthy mosque. Not at the age of 15. Those who lost their children, they don't come to the mosque because they started with them late. And late does not work. You have to begin before they are born. I plan for them. I'm patient with them. I don't give up on them. Don't give up on your children. Don't give up. Go after them. Go nicely. بِالْحِكْمَةِ وَالْمَوْعِظَةِ الْحَسَنَةِ. With wisdom and good advice. At the end, you're going to win them. Believe me. God promised you. If you are sincere, you go after your children. After 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you're going to win them back into religion, into faith. And there are other things that we will share with you in the upcoming weeks, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين نحمده ونسبحه ونقدسه على آلائه ونعمائه ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك وترحم على محمد وآل محمد كأفضل ما صليت وسلمت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وصل اللهم وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وسلم وسلم على عترة نبيك وأهل بيته علي أمير المؤمنين وقائد الغر المحجلين وعلى البضعة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين وعلى سبطي نبي الرحمة الحسن والحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف الهادي المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل مخرجه. عباد الله، أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله ولزوم أمره. I know all of you are in a state of mourning because of this painful and ruthless tragedy that took place in Christchurch, New Zealand. I know we all condemn this barbaric act, but condemnation is not enough. We have to draw lessons from what happened. How do we stop these merciless acts? By some brainwashed and misguided people that I personally feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for such criminals who commit such crimes. That God provided them with everything, with reason, with education, with healthcare. New Zealand is a beautiful country. I've been there. Peaceful, green. The first thing you see and the last thing you see in New Zealand are sheep, mashallah. Plenty of sheep. Beautiful. Even the sheep are civilized. Beautiful. So why these things have to happen? It has reasons, my friends. These things, when it happens, when people on a Friday holiday, they gather to pray and they are attacked by someone who feels proud of that. He broadcasts that live on Facebook. He wants people, millions, rather billions of people to watch his acts. He's proud of it. And then he leaves behind a manifesto. More than 90 pages. I was going through this early morning today of what he wrote. He's proud. He believes that he's right. He believes that he's a victim. He believes that he represents millions of people in this crime that he committed. But he's wrong. I feel sorry for him because he did not get the right direction. It could be at home, it could be at a school, it could be at his religious institution, it could be in his community, in his street. Somewhere, something went wrong. This is why we have to learn lessons. We have to learn lessons. When such people, whether they are Christians or Jews or Muslims or whatever, they commit, or Buddhists, they commit such crimes against others, we have to learn lessons from that. Beside condemnation and dismay. Number one, we the parents, we have a bigger responsibility. As I mentioned earlier, you have to be the friend of your son and your daughter. You can't say, I don't know where does he go. I don't know what books he reads. I don't know who his friends are. This is not an excuse. We have to be their friends. We have to make sure in the same fashion that we provide them with healthy and safe food, we have to provide them with intellectual and moral food too. We are responsible for that. The other thing we learn that unfortunately intolerance and racism and prejudice is on the rise. Everywhere, in America and outside America, due to the rhetoric, Islamophobic, anti-Islamic, anti-Semitic, anti-humanity rhetoric of some people who believe that they are the best people in this world. Other colors have no right to live, have no right to exist. And this is being fueled by some leaders, some politicians. We have some of those politicians in our nation too, who are fueling this intolerant rhetoric, intolerant narrative against others, against immigrants, against people of color, against other nations, other religions. So they feed this type of crimes, hate crimes. They feed them. If you read about this, the perpetrator of this crime today, you find that he used to go to certain right-wing websites, and he will draw lessons, inspirations from these websites. And these websites, they operate under the name of freedom of speech, freedom of expression. They operate. Today, a senator in Queensland, Australia, he issued a statement. I was reading his statement. You know, he blames the Muslims for this tragedy. He says this is the result of immigration in our countries. When you open your doors for people to come, this is the result. So rather than accepting the responsibility and saying my country should be open for all, because he himself, if he looks at the history of his family, he himself is an immigrant. His father or grandfather came from somewhere else. He is an immigrant. Who is not an immigrant? Tell me. Who is in America? Today we have 330 million people. 300 and almost 30 million people. Who is not an immigrant? All people are immigrants. Go back. Some of them, they came 5 days ago. Some of them 5 years ago. Some of them 50 years ago. Some of them 200 years ago. They are immigrants. So we have to share this land with all. We have to spread the message of tolerance and understanding. We are one family. I feel sorry for those who perpetrate these crimes. They are really misguided. They lost their direction in this life. God says to us times after times, you are one family. I could have made you one religion, one sect, one tradition, one school, one color. I didn't do that. I want you to compete among yourselves and learn from each other, inspire each other, teach each other, forgive each other, tolerate each other, not to kill each other. Not to kill each other. My friends, thank you for all of you who participated in the mosque. And again, Pastor Sarah, I love what you did. You are a noble person. I've been knowing you for almost 15 years. And thanks for everyone who came to the mosque today. We have to defeat the culture of fear. So when you come here, you are a courageous person under these circumstances. 2 hours ago, I was on a conference call with the mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, and the chief of police, and the sheriff of Los Angeles, and the chief of the fire department, and the director of the FBI, and the director of the special bureau within the FBI, the anti-terrorism. The city leaders, they assured us that there are no imminent threat to any mosque, any religious institution in Southern California, alhamdulillah. And they said, tell your communities to go to mosque. Don't shut the doors. When you shut the doors, you give in to this atmosphere of intimidation. There are certain people, they enjoy when you don't go to the mosque. They enjoy when religious institutions are shut down. They enjoy when you sit at home and you don't go outside. You don't send your son to the school. They enjoy that. So we have to be united and we have to be vigilant. We have to be vigilant. And we have to be aware of the surroundings, whether at home, at your business, in your community center, in your mosque, in your street, in your neighborhood. Always be vigilant. Because there are some people, unfortunately, who are misguided. When they read some tweets that are sent early morning by some people who are irresponsible, of course, these tweets are going to inspire people to go and buy a gun and kill my neighbor, destroy this institution, attack this college campus, attack this school, attack those children, those women. So we have to be careful, my friends. We have to be careful. The other thing that I want to emphasize, that please, fathers, mothers, on your children's birthday, do not buy them video games that are violent. Don't. These are the results of these video games that sometimes when I see some kids are watching, they become violent themselves. They want to emulate. They want to go and buy a gun. Don't even buy them a gun. Not even a toy. Don't. Don't let them go to movie theaters where there is a movie that promotes violence. Not even a single shooting. We have to be against that. We have to watch movies that embrace each other, not shoot each other, not kill each other. This is a result of a culture, children that are raised in a culture that induces them with these intoxicants, with these negative messages, that train them rather than embracing and shaking hand and smiling, be tough, shoot, destroy, kill. This is bad. So we the Muslims have to learn a lesson from that. And also, I know that we as a community, we are a resilient people, alhamdulillah, because we have God, we believe in God. This is the difference between someone who does not believe in God and someone who believes that there is a director there is a manager, there is a protector. So I say to those women who are worried about their children, when they hear these terrible news, don't be worried. Do your job, protect yourself, and leave the rest with someone whose name is Allah. فَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ حَافِظًا وَهُوَ أَرْحَمُ. He's the best protector. But we have to do our job, of course. We can't just abandon security and we say God is there. Yes, today we called, Haj Samir called the Costa Mesa Police Department. There is an officer there. She was talking to us. They are helping us. They assured us that we will be next to you, standing with you, helping you, protecting you. But also we believe in the major protector and the main protector, Allah. Recite the dua, my friends. This is a dua that I've been reading for 30 years. When you leave your home, Bismillah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, tawakkaltu ala Allah. 3 powerful, magical words that they protect you. Protect you against anything. And then Ayatul Kursi. This is what God tells us. And then paying charity. Beside being vigilant, being careful when you drive, also recite the dua. It will empower you with a spiritual power to go out, to work. You don't get intimidated. You don't sit at home. You go out after your daily work. So these are the things that we learn. And also, of course, we need to support each other. When you find a family being intimidated, when you find a young person who doesn't want to go to school, he's crying, we have to provide mental support, spiritual support. This is the time, trying times, difficult times, where the community should stand with each other, inshallah. So we emerge more powerful from such tragedies. We pray that Allah accept the souls of those who left us and left their families and left their communities in this tragic incident. Allah will accept their souls and admit them into His paradise, and He will forgive them, inshallah. And He bestows patience, endurance on their mothers, their fathers, their spouses, their family members, their community members, inshallah. We ask Allah to protect all people, regardless of their faith, their gender, their color, to protect our communities, our young ones, our women, our men, all the people, inshallah, and to protect our society and our country and other countries, inshallah. Before I begin the prayers, I'd like to call upon Brother Ryan William Spear. He came all the way, drove all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, to come here to accept Islam and embrace Islam. So please, Brother Ryan, can I have a microphone? Can you stand here, please? Give him the mic. Yes. So please say after me, Brother Ryan. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ryan Williams here. Nice to meet you all. Thank you. Nervous.
In a few seconds, you're going to have hundreds of brothers and sisters. In a few seconds, okay? When you join the club immediately. So please say after me, Ashhadu Allah ilaha illa Allah. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah.
that there is no God than Allah.
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
Muhammadan
رسول الله.
Rasul Allah.
I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of God.
I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of God.
Welcome to the club. Inshallah, Ryan will be a tool, an agent for God to spread God's love and God's mercy and God's tolerance and God's understanding in his community, inshallah. Allahumma aghfir lil mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat الأحياء منهم والأموات تابع اللهم بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات وعجل في فرج مولانا وسيدنا صاحب العصر والزمان وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثواب الفاتحة مع الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.